be aware of media reports them where they claim say one particular person wey they call Jos Leideckers. Now, me not to Dutchman, so I think all man get your own pronunciation for this name. They say this Jos Leideckers, we na a convicted drug felon and one of Europe the most wanted individual. They say an salon in the day. The reports may also talk say this person here they say and picture them within near His Excellency the first gentleman of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Brigadier retired Dr. Julius Maada. The government of Salome may make certain points clear, and I want to repeat the one in there for the record now. In fact, I go to the most important point. At no point, anytime, no government, no intelligence agency, no law enforcement agency, anywhere in the world, no one day contacts the government of Salome and asks the government of Salome about the whereabouts or this person for help them for fair person where they notice say they are Salome. Nobody no contacts Salome government about that. When Salome government gets people who get issue with, who will say they get law enforcement issue, we they communicate through diplomatic channels to them what our country they do in a respectful, in a dignified manner. Very important. Where we get issue, for example, I will give one example. We get issue with one Saloma where they live in Holland. We, as the government of Sierra Leone, we contacted the country in question. We don't send them plenty information and evidence. And then they follow the law based on what they will do and what they don't do. We wake up last week and some people in Naya follow and say, Salome, we get so person Naya. He didn't Salome, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Waiting clear for let all citizens of Salome know. Nobody no one day contact me say, hey, this person a criminal. Hey, this person here will look for him. Hey, this person here will suspect say they too now. Hey, this person, I see one news report we say the country say they don't know from 6 months ago, 1 year ago. At no point they don't give the government of Salome the courtesy of the information or the extension, and we get a long record of collaborating and participating. Wait till we see they use the media routes, and some people they don't follow the alarm. The government of Salome are a law-abiding government. Because we take these issues seriously, government took the extraordinary step. Nobody not mentioned to you, nobody not cancel you, nobody not give you the same courtesy they give everybody, nobody not give you the courtesy which is required by international law. But we, His Excellency the President, immediately directs that an investigation be launched for do a few things what I want for just states, and then I will hand over to the IG, we will provide some more details on the parameters of the investigation. We, the government of Salome, President Bureau instruct that an investigation be carried out for ascertain. The news report say na AI na they use for say the picture na the person we look for. The government of Salome, if we go by all we thinking on social media and all that, well, no will get work. But because this issue is important, President Bureau instructs the investigation the first thing of ascertain identity and for make sure say the person with the reports where they talk about is that the person I am. Second, and way more important, we will have to pay attention to the investigation. They look at the activities, whether illegal activities, waiting concern with a saloon, how the person live, and waiting, and all of that. Then we don't make another commitment. We now we put our press release, so they invite the Dutch government. Then now when they call we, but then go to media, post things and talk all things. We don't put in we press release now say we willing for collaborate with anybody, Dutch government, Interpol, any international partner for clear your name, with some people they try to drag down, and for make sure say we establish the facts and ensure say accountability there. I take the term for talk that inside Creole because plenty things they run up social media. People they begin questioning, somebody ask some questions, but at the wait because some questions they don't come and we go for answer. We don't talk about environment. Before we talk about environment, the IG there specifically on this issue. IG, thank you for joining me. IG William Fayaselu, the Inspector General of Police for Salone. This is an important issue. I know say this investigation don't be ordered and when I don't begin start the investigation. I want to just provide a quick update on the nature of this investigation. Wait are the terms of reference and which kind of updates you get to able to provide to the people of Salone on this issue right now.
Thank you very much, Minister. I'm going to say, member state of Interpol. Interpol will get one platform, I-247, without the share information about all wanted persons, missing documents, stolen works of art, all of it is there. I call them I-247 because it's constantly on 24 hours, 7 days a week, they're on. As far as this issue is concerned, for the past 3-4 years, we will not get any red alert on that platform with respect to waiting they fly around the social media. That is one. Secondly, no country ever contact me. We don't get issues where Liberia want some people then contact me. I was director of crime services. I facilitated the arrest. I turned them over to Liberians. But in this one, nobody has contacted Sierra Leone. Nobody has contacted the Sierra Leone police, for example, for Lewi on this particular issue. But in the absence of that one, since we don't start an investigation, what do you don't do? I don't activate the open source investigation unit. Within the open source they do, they collect all of within the float now on social media. We analyze them. That therefore helps you for one, for ascertain the identity, two, for look at inactivities, three, for look at if that the personality, how it can inside the country, and all of those issues around that particular investigation. So for now, nobody will contact it, but we don't start for do something on the handy. But our for this medium for assure Sierra Leoneans that this country, this government remains firmly committed to prosecuting drug offenders, people who are dealing in drugs, because we get that record, we have done that. And I'm for assure everybody equally so say, in this investigation, we not left any stone unturned. Any salary we get for Kerugo, we get for Kerugo. We're ready also for cooperate with the Dutch authorities. Should they want to come over to do what they want to do, we are ready for that cooperation. So for now, basically, that is where we are with that investigation. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you very much, IGP. As you know, at the end of this, we will get questions. We will get some questions that will come. It means I ask the Minister of Information. On the first question by the President in Peking, I don't talk this all in 2 or 3 radio interviews I want to do, and I want to make it clear. It's not the last and final time where I could talk about this issue. In this position, Wadi, as the spokesperson for the government of Salone, I don't go at great lengths for avoid for comments or discuss private citizens, the private relationships and the private matter. So I want to make it absolutely clear that me as minister or as ministry, as government, will not comment on the residents in Peking, whether she may or may not be with, agree to, that are entirely up to in an evolution for talk about in private life. Every citizen entitled to privacy. Like how you entitled to privacy, and so any other citizen entitled to privacy. So that is not to the question of this conversation, but to the question we as the Ministry of Information will respond to. Does the Chief Minister know just like Lydekas? I can tell you categorically no. The Chief Minister don't know anybody of that name there, very clear. And as we also make clear, in all we records them so far, we not get that name they show up in our immigration system, and the record in this country or any place whatsoever so far in the preliminary as the security sector don't brief me and then don't mention to me. I'll also just tell you categorically, clear say, because I received this question ahead of time and I asked the Chief Minister instead of answer a categorical no. The other question say, wait till make the government not go ahead and arrest somebody, as I take me time to explain. Nobody not tell we it say, oh, they look for this person, they don't commit crime. Nobody not confirm to we it's that day. So we as a government, imagine we see one news report, we grab, we begin arrest on our own. Not also government the work. Okay? We get people that we don't plan acts the way na mass act that we don't call for killing of people in this country. We don't ferment trouble and then other capitals. We don't send this evidence to that capital and they don't send everything. Then they follow the law and the protections are under the law before you take any step. Very clear, say that same standard there as a law-abiding country, and that standard we safely follow. IG, the question say as well about, I think I don't touch base on that, and I want to not arrest it, but I will also allow you for comments on that. And then the person say, we all the cocaine we then discover in both cases. I don't know which both cases the person they refer to, but I'll make clear again. Because I've been there on Liberty this morning, some people are here. The extraordinary, untruthful questions we have been asked. Like blatant, and I'd be careful, I don't want to impugn somebody, but just blatant thing that were not true. You say, oh, they catch the ambassador with cocaine in Mutuka. I say, no, that's not true. We job now for reports the fact. Guinea, 9 pound, yes, a Salone vehicle belonging to the Salone government, a diplomatic vehicle, a utility vehicle for that matter. Not the ambassador vehicle, not in private vehicle, not the vehicle the ambassador they use, the ambassador not be there inside the Mutuka. At no point. In Guinea, in that situation, very important left family to understand. We do a whole press conference and take me time with the minister, we break all the facts down. People the way they host major shows, they still they report false news. It's extraordinary to me. That now this Abu, Guinea don't impound the vehicle, we have been truthful. We don't like when they say, oh, not to Salo, no, now we motoka. The motoka and Salo come out. Even get official pass for come on an official mission. All of those things are true. What is not true is that the ambassador was in the car. It is not true that the ambassador don't withdraw immunity. That's all of those are also not true. So now Guinea, I get the one where they say the cage, 7 suitcases were full of items the way Guinea alleged to we say include substance where they suspect saying a cocaine. That's what we know. We know don't go conduct test by within the cage. I report what the Guinea government don't transmit to we, and that investigation they go on and they go ahead. I don't know if you want to comment quickly on the same issue.
I just want to add to what you don't say. With respect to the I know there are many questions so people that get it. We're not going to answer them all now. So the Guinea issue, for example, Guinea still investigates a lot of it because of drugs. We never do forensic laboratory analysis before they confirm that this is drug. So until then done with Andy, we don't set up your investigation on this side. When they're done with the on that side, they go available the facts, they will pick out from there. So for now, another level will be. Thank you.
The first question about the picture, the identity of the person. If you will listen carefully, I say, first thing, now for ascertain, first part of the investigation, for ascertain identity, and for confirm, say, because writers and reports say, what's they use for those that reports in that they will defend and all that, it's an AI. The first measure, the first instruction, where this their own investigation they start with now and ascertain the identity, who than this person, whose
is this person connected to, now if that person is not connected to this person, then that individual, they also deserve privacy. Not so? When they grab no one can be talk about your private life and you pass so you don't come out. Not so? We get for do that in force. Everybody deserves that in a law-abiding country. I don't say all my will jump now. That can begin to talk about the person born outside the born out and mama and papa outside the talk. We will follow the law. And that law, we will follow up, we will conduct, the IG will conduct the investigation, the police transparently. So the second point, I'm glad we asked that because the only time when we see the name, now because we were free the article, he said that to me, say, Reuters said they will reach out to you. For be clear, Reuters again local reporter in a salon. One panel is done one of them correspondents. They sabi me number. I don't get no call from them. I don't get no text message or SMS. They did, when I see the reports, I go check my WhatsApp and I already say I get multiple WhatsApp number. Not so. I go check one part the WhatsApp number then. The message be did buried. WhatsApp, I even complained saying a bad platform. They sent one message and say they send the message late in the afternoon, say I for reply by so time, otherwise it's still go on. They ask me one more for go forward. They not call me number, they not text me, then they put me name in the report. Una be the judge on the issue. When I saw it, I reached out to the person who contacted me from Reuters. I get all the numbers, I get all the email. By the way, all the information I say I just get, they are all public. I get access to her through their correspondent and salon and other means if they wanted to use that measure. They did not use it. So it's very clear that at that moment, need not be don't see the message. And the Reuters person will tell you, say, I contact her immediately ask the question. One thing I know what their disposition are accessible. I pick your calls. If I'm not ready for do an interview, I will tell you, because me as an individual, the commitment of President Bill, and that will be open and engaged. Every week, we can top minister, not to say have do weekly, now yeah, on a significant issue. So importantly, we know that day. The other question about why the ambassador don't carry it, this is a question where they asked me again this morning on the radio. We discussed this. The Minister of Foreign Affairs. Basically, when they call an ambassador, no means say, not to like me or you, when my papa will call me from school. There are steps that needs to be taken. And in this case, there's a serious diplomatic issue between Salon and Guinea. They found cocaine inside a vehicle belonging to the Sierra Leone embassy. Not a small issue. A member of the ambassador and staff currently in detention in Guinea. So there are certain things the way the procedure, both the diplomatic procedure and making sure, keep in mind to one day we recall. We recall both the ambassador and the head of chancellery. So the process they on for ensure say waiting the need for doing and loose ends and tie down and they make sure say the office continue for one. Because trust me, Sierra Leoneans are all over. If the ambassador grab, the head of chancellery grab the camp, Salomon de Guinea, you won't go there, you need laissez-passer or you need passport, they go right on social media. Salon come useless. The embassy, nobody know the day. So we also therefore continue for do the right thing. But I will assure the people of this country, say, the recall don't be communicated officially, the steps are being followed, and the ambassador go there and for can answer. Keep in mind, they even ask me, say, oh, you can't become an irresponsible in engage. I say no, because I'm the head of the office, for can explain the circumstances, and then we inform the investigation with the IG self they go. My sister asked, would I be getting the vehicle? Now, I may explain this plenty times, even to a press conference, I will repeat. A utility vehicle belonging to the, put utility back here. The motor car they can use for run up and down at ministry. No air and English. For go up and down, the motor car they can use when they send you are Kawaka motor car. But I don't want to trivialize any issue. It's a serious issue. important to make clear that still a diplomatic vehicle. What happened extraordinary. And we get an official, he had an official mandate for cancer, so it was an unofficial mission, signed by the ministries. You know they hide na ya, you know can hide anything. So we state the fact, the vehicle cancer load, he go back. When he reach na Conakry, Guinea authorities them, they impound them, they arrest them. There were 2 people in the vehicle, the driver and 1 more person. The 1 more person in identity, Guinea not tell me it's till now. Guinea, they provide to me official information. By the way, most of the time I don't know, by the time they give me information to reach me, the press cannot know. So if I be know that name officially, trust me, when say we don't know. And when I know, I come back and talk. The driver will not explain to me. The driver and 1 more person, they currently help the Guinea authorities with investigation.
This issue, man, they wash up. The problem that they don't get the ammunition it's for this rush they rush. Because not to the business of the government of Salon for track who that be convicted now Holland. How now we business that day? Now we left the one that we don't convict, now we find out all the 100-something countries, 90-something countries in the world. All my outside they would have not convicted, they will begin looking as a lawyer for them. Where they don't contact me, they don't say, oh, they look for this person, they don't run away. We now forbid that they will look. The question answers itself. It's really clear. We don't take good time, we don't break down on the issue here. Now look to the question the woman don't ask. Welcome to you because you get a few questions here. One on the submarine investigation. We put out a very specific press release on that, Salon Police. And I think the question also say, waiting the Navy been they do, or the rule specifically to that. This board has said because they may not convict 6 months ago na Holland way, they not be non tell way it. How come you not be non check Holland news and find out what they have today follow the acts na ya? I don't answer that question in many ways, but not the same question the board answer, so maybe you get a different question. Let me go answer the question the way Umar asked. Go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. On the submarine, we get 2 people who alert the marine and the naval bring down horizon. That particular one is they moved it. One of them, they told this boat, this fighter boat, the Grand Government horizon. Yes, I didn't put them in the boat. 2 compartments and the boat failed. So what happened compartments, apparently, because we get the boat for them, get the forensic book from Interpol, the Luswa, okay, Swap. It turned out for me, limiting on the issue of on the issue of the Navy, you got a very long coastline. You know what they call side hotel. They got a patrol pattern. They go out for 3 days. After 3 days, they come back. Then they re-up 1 or 2 days. Then they go back to the water. So you don't go saying you blame this person for what didn't happen. Looking at the length of the coastline, even if they go over to the red coastline. Then on the issue of just who they say we don't sentence 6 months ago. Well, we in law, you are not responsible. We say 6 months ago, we are not the ban here as country. So we wait for that. I'm going to say we are open to collaborating with the Dutch police. If anything we want to do together, we give back to them. We open to clear in the press release on this issue. Yes.
Thank you very much, IG. In the press release, Mr. Fofana, since you they asked a question for the interest of international partners, I will try to talk small English. We mentioned that during the festive season, His Excellency the President participated in multiple events, including members of his family, and that at those events, pictures and other media were collected. To move from that and suggest that an individual was part of His Excellency's entourage is a leap that I can tell you is not to the knowledge of the security and law enforcement officials, and that is not the briefing that I have received. The veracity of the picture is not in question, Mr. At small English, of the picture is not in question. It's just a question of how did a particular individual make it. As we said, I think it's important again to take a step back on that particular question. Whether people are in and around the vicinity of His Excellency, we, as the Sierra Leone government, have not received any formal correspondence and had no reason to believe at any point that an individual of this sort was in our premise or in our territorial region. Territorial integrity, my predecessor's words. I'll leave that to him, one of my predecessors. And because of that, obviously, we were not looking for a particular individual of this that is being reported, or the issues that have been reported in the media. So this individual in question, I will not say was in the entourage of His Excellency. I will agree that there was an individual that is now the subject of all of this speculation, who was at a church service that His Excellency was also at. On your first question, I find this extraordinary, actually. Sierra Leone is a country of laws. We have been consistent that we will abide by the laws. First, a country does not inform us that they are looking for a fugitive that they suspected is in our country. Nobody has contacted us. Then they go to the media, and then they claim they know he's been in our country. And now they are asking us. They have not asked officially, but they want to know already if they ask us if we will say yes. Hey, bro, that's not how you conduct diplomatic business. If you want to contact Sierra Leone, we have been clear. We named them in our press release. We are willing to collaborate and follow the law. Extradition requests in any country are governed by the laws of that country. The Extradition Act of Sierra Leone is from 1974. I have been advised by the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. What we are clear about is that we will follow the law.
Good. Okay. Yeah, I'm out now. I'm out now.